When looking at forced entertainment, one of the videos that we watched was of a tabletop story type thing in which Tim Etchells used typical tabletop items such as a water bottle and a pencil to create a story out of it. He did Hamlet, and we watched that, and then we got given the task of creating one ourselves. So we got put in pairs, and I was with Peter. We decided to do Humpty Dumpty. So we had a pencil case as the wall and a little sharpener as Humpty Dumpty. And obviously, you then fell off the sharpener, split in two. And then pencil and pencils came marching on and tried to put them back together. Or they couldn't. And then the pencil case then got opened to act as a grave, and then Humpty Dumpty was put back in it. We did this to show part of the style of forced entertainment, as it's not a typical theatre piece, and it's not particularly very interesting either, because it's taking this massive story, especially when you do stuff like a movie or Macbeth, a piece of theatre already, and condense it down to this 1 or 2 minute video or piece. And we chose to do it with a very dull narration voice saying the story, because it kind of emphasizes the fact that this isn't that exciting, it's not that interesting, because it's so condensed down as to what it was that people wouldn't typically choose to go and watch this, especially if they had to pay for it. But it's forced entertainment style, as it's challenging the idea of the theatre and challenging the idea that sure, it's such a boring thing, but what can you gain from it, what can you learn from it, and why are we actually doing this? I think the whole point of it is the fact that theatre itself, sure, it tells a story, but you don't gain much from it. You don't yourself learn from it and can relate to it within your own life, especially with a Shakespearean story or a supernatural one. So having the tabletop versions of it just shows that while it can be so simple, you still don't gain anything from it, despite it being condensed down, and it's effectively still the same story, despite it not having all the extra little flares that the actual theatre piece might have.